After several failed attempts at a pineapple, this is the best I could come up with. So honestly, if you don't like it, you can just booger off because I ain't got time. One Zambia, one nation. Yeah. Hi guys, so I don't plan on taking long here. I'm just here to congratulate the president-elect Hakainde Hichilema on his victory in these elections. Yes, I also came to show all that I voted. Yes. I'm very excited about that. Like, this is my first time voting, so it felt really good. Yeah, I voted. And not only did I vote, but I was also a monitor at one of the polling stations. Yes, Crawford Nursery in Chawama. Yes.
Is this it? Is this my role? Feeling like failure.
I remember when we started counting the presidential ballots for each candidate, I was really shocked. Like, I won't even lie. I was expecting it to be kind of unanimous, like sort of unanimous by now. Like, I was expecting that it'll just be like a small amount, like a small amount to be like 10 votes. I was expecting something like 10, 20 votes to be PF, and then everything else to be for UPND. Maybe I was just like dumb and naive and stuff like that. So it was so shocking when they put out the first ballot and it was like PF, and the second one, and it was like one PF after the next. There was so many consecutive PFs and I was shocked. Whoa. I was like, oh, this ain't good. Like, this ain't good. It was shocking. And then I was like, maybe it's going to stop at a certain point, but nah. But even looking at the difference, like the number of votes by which Hakainde beat Edgar Lungu, I won't lie, I'm kind of disappointed. 1 million people still thought Edgar was a fit candidate to rule the country. Like, I don't even understand like where we were. Honestly, it's shocking to me that 1 million people thought that Edgar was still fit to rule the country. It's shocking and a bit disappointing. It's shocking and a bit disappointing because I don't understand. Like, how can you not see? Like, you know, and not only like, you're literally living in the shit show that Edgar's government created for us, and you're just like, yeah, let's get it. Like, it was honestly very shocking for me. Yeah, I mean, our economy is like super shit right now. The cost of living has gone up. So much violence incited and brought about by PF cadres, and these people wouldn't even suffer any consequences. Like, they would get away with this shit. Like, this country belonged to the PF cadres. They could like do whatever the fuck they want and suffer zero consequences. Like, it was just sad. Like, it was mad. I remember this one time I was on a bus and I don't even know what the kerfuffle was about, but basically PF cadres just decided that they're going to block the roads at a certain point, and we had to use this route that was like pretty inconveniencing for certain people because it was like they had to be dropped off further from like where they normally get dropped off, and that means they would have to walk a long distance. And I think I was sitting in the front seat or something, and like the bus driver passed a comment and he was like, "Chalo Chamakada." And people started laughing on the bus and saying like, yeah, this country is literally for PF cadres. Like, now they can just do whatever the fuck they want, and we are just supposed to be here living in fear. Like, oh yeah, because these people ain't going to suffer like no consequences. Like, these people are not going to suffer consequences for their actions. Aside from the unruliness that we were seeing from these PF cadres and them getting away from it, there was a serious breakdown in democracy. Our freedom of speech was being taken away from us. We saw people who just critiqued the way the country was being run or expressed their dissatisfaction with certain things be put behind bars. We weren't allowed to have peaceful protests or marches without them sending the police to disrupt everything or deploying the military, which is pretty unnecessary. We saw a great misuse of public funds. An example was the 42 fire tenders. Yeah, so we know that the contract was for $42 million, but from what was delivered to us, you can tell that they didn't spend $42 million on those fire tenders. So where did the rest of the money go? Where did the rest of the money go? And these are just a few of the things that I can mention when it comes to the abuse of power that was going on with the PF government. It was nasty. It was trashy. It was booky. It was really booky. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, how could 1 million people not see this? Like it's I'm baffled. Like I'm honestly baffled by it, you know. And if they did see it but still chose to vote him in, on what basis? What was the reason? What was the reason? You know, what was the reason you chose to vote him back in despite what he's put our country through, you know? Yeah, you know, I've heard people give reasons like, oh my god, he's humble. Like, really? This is your humble ass leader?
Even as we vote, I'm president. Until I hand over to the next president, who will be me in any case, because we are winning.
Yeah, and that's not even good. Why? Like, why is that? Like, why should that be good enough reason? Like, why should that be good enough reason to vote someone back in? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why should that be reason enough for you to declare someone fit to run the country on the basis that they're humble? Like, really, guys, like I don't like no, just no, like that, no, baffled. Absolutely baffled. Like why is that reason enough for you to say that, oh, this person is fit enough to run the country because they're humble? Like, really? And then what, you know? Like, it doesn't matter anything else that they're doing. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if they're abusing public funds. It really doesn't matter if they're a dictator, as long as they are humble. Okay. Nah. I've heard other people give reasoning like, oh, he's a man of God, he's a man of God, and it's like, really? That's your man of God? Like, I like, honestly, if that's what, if that is a man of God, like if that's the bar, like the bar must be in hell. Like, you know, the bar must be so low, the bar is in hell. Like if that is a man of God, if that is someone who people see as, oh, this is a man of God, like the bar is in hell. Like the bar is in hell. I'm sorry. Like it is so low. It can't get any lower than that. Like, really. Okay. Yeah, that's like, nah, it doesn't make sense to me. So no, honestly, are you people serious? Like, is it like it was almost like embarrassing to see. Like, it was really embarrassing. Like 1 million plus people really just decided that, yeah, this is what we're going for. That being said, I'm glad that majority of people decided to give Hakainde a chance. I just want us to keep in mind that Hakainde is being handed over a shitty ass economy. Yeah, he's being handed a shitty ass economy. He's being handed over a broken Zambia. Like, Zambia right now is wallers. It's really in the wallers. So yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up that needs to be done. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's not going to happen overnight. So yeah, I really think we should be very reasonable about things, and we should exercise patience. Like, you're not seeing change within a week and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my god, how come the dollar is like, nah. It's not going to happen, like, you know, effective immediately, guys. You know, like, it's going to take time, because goddamn, like, it's wild, you know, right now. There's so much division right now based on tribes, or based on if someone is PF or if someone is UPND. So we also need to work on, like, the unity of the country. So it's going to take time, you know, and so we shouldn't be unreasonable about our expectations, you know, and, you know, start being like, oh no, he's not fulfilling his promise and blah blah blah. Like, please, it's going to take some time before we can actually see some change, because the damage that has been done is great. I know also that Hakainde is probably not the leader of choice for a lot of people who also voted him in. It's just that people were like, well, we don't really have that many options, you know, this nigga got to go, so you know, let's give this a try. So because of that, some people are just kind of waiting for this appointment to be like, yeah, I knew it, you know, like a lot of people are just like, oh, you know, some people just be like waiting to be proved right, like we knew he's not a good leader and stuff like that. But yeah guys, just exercise patience and be realistic. Like the situation is really bad, so let's give him time to work, and yeah, you know, we'll see how this goes. But otherwise I'm very happy, you know, that we're giving someone else a chance, and you know, yeah, congratulations, you know. Yes, so forward we go, you know.
Beating all our workers. They tortured them, they beat them, they brutalized them.